Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Hard to be friendly as a handsome man. Yeah, this one of those handsome man game videos because, any man who's been called handsome by people, particularly women outside of his family, know about the problems I'm discussing, and I've seen them for decades. And everything. And I'm gonna tell you what, there's one big problem. It's hard for a handsome man to be friendly, just friendly. He ain't even flirting, because contrary to popular belief, every single time a man interacts with a woman, it ain't about he trying to get some from her. First of all, if he a handsome man, he should have like a better class of women to deal with as far as their looks and their behavior. He should. That might be another conversation. Sometimes dude might just be cool like that. You get some guys, they just extroverted. They just polite. Like I knew this dude that several women had commented on as him being like very handsome and all of that, and he actually has some notoriety, a little bit, minor. He's been on TV before. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Y'all be surprised who Rom knows, right? And women have always commented on it, and he said women have gotten weak in the knees, and all he did was just be a gentleman. He held the door for him like he was a genuinely good guy. Seriously, he wasn't like that type of guy who'd be an asshole, push the door open. I actually knew a guy who would, if he walking with a woman or something, he wouldn't even hold the door. He just push it. She just had to be fast. And he said, one woman said, well, when you gonna hold the door open for me? And he told her, when you gonna take me to dinner? She took him to dinner. He started holding the door for her. But anyway, he said he would just hold the door for women and they would get weak in the knees or think he was trying to talk to them, think he was flirting. And you're just like, wow. He said, nah, he's just a good gentleman like that. And he's actually one of the few tended to be monogamous men I've known. But, he's just being friendly. He's just being polite. But you get some women thinking a guy like that, oh, he said hi to me. It's like he said hi to you because you were in the checkout line. You looked him up and down and everything. Say, hey, how you doing? He's just being polite. But it can be hard for a handsome man because, see, sometimes with many women, you got many women already think that every guy who interacts with them trying to get some nanny. But that's that attention thing. That's that vanity and all of that. Nah, it ain't that deep sometimes. It ain't that deep. You can say thank you to a woman because she held the door for you. And she think, oh, he wants some. Go back to her girlfriends. Yeah, this guy tried to talk to me and everything. Because you know how some women will do. They'll try to act like they were doing something by rejecting a man. They'll act like, yeah, he's all fine, but I rejected him. He's trying to talk to me. And, if you had cameras on them like it was a reality show, it was like, dude didn't even look up when he said thank you or something. Or sometimes he might not even said anything. You get sometimes, and I've seen this case, actually heard this from some women. They'll say this, but then sometimes you'll hear the other side. And I started thinking, I was like, wait, what's up? And that specific thing is, the man just glanced the woman's way, right? Glanced the woman's way. And she thinking, oh, he trying to be all friendly and stuff, right? Shoot, that happened to me one time. It was in the gym and stuff. I ain't even noticed the woman. I just glanced away and she think I'm trying to talk to her and stuff. She getting all smart and, well, Rom had to get smart back. I'm like, I just glanced this way. Nah, you don't have enough meat on you for me. I got mean about it. But you get that. I'm going to tell you what, you going to get that. If you're a handsome man, you going to get that. Like, you ain't trying to be that way. Let's be real on something. I've said this before, just overall, not even just for, conspicuously handsome men. All men ain't trying to be players. Many men got a good woman and they good with that. So it's like you just chilling out doing your thing. You might be one of those men that's genuinely on your mission or your purpose. Shout out to all the content creators who talk about that. Shoot, you might be working or something. You might be working. You like, your mind's not even on all of that. Shoot, let me shout out Jeremy Meeks. I remember when he was still prison-based, still in prison, and they say all these women were getting on him and, checking him out. And he was like, yeah. He just wanted to get out of prison. Sometimes you get some women especially, they see the handsome man, they're attractive. All of a sudden their imagination kicks in and they want to feel like, oh yeah, this guy wants me and all of that. No, he just wants something past you. He might be looking in that direction and a woman thinking, oh yeah, he wants me. It's like, no, the thing he came in that store to shop for is right behind you. And if he walked over there, as he was walking over there, he might walk past. Sometimes when women get all funky and stuff and they get their nose up in the air and then they find out the hard way. And then they say, that they find out that the guy really didn't give a shit. In fact, I've seen that to mess up a woman's head, right? Because I remember one time and this is when I first learned, this was on a summer job when I just got out of college, right? Just got graduated and everything was on this particular summer job. And there was a lot of women on the job thought I was interested in them. And I wasn't really even that friendly. In fact, one even said, well, that's why I ain't talked to him. And I'm like, I don't even know your name. But you get stuff like that. And it can be hard sometimes. But then if you kind of stay to yourself, cool and calm, then it's like, oh, well, he arrogant. He conceited. He cocky. It's like, damn. It really is. This is what I would say to any of the handsome men listening. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Just do your thing. Seriously. Let them think it. If the woman want to think whatever, as long as it doesn't cause you any harm, let it go. I still say generally be a polite person, but then just leave it at that. Because then if somebody try to come at you, or here's a situation. Here's one that's prominent, right? Like if you're a handsome guy and stuff, and you ain't even being friendly to a woman, you just being polite, but she got a boyfriend. All of a sudden the boyfriend getting in your face, and they like, man, you talking to my girl. And then you gotta be like, what'd I say to your girl? Well, she said you said thank you or excuse me to, or say be something dumb, and you be like, dude, come on, man. I want you to think about that shit, all right? I want you to think about that, what you're doing, all right? And then shoot, sometimes some other dudes and stuff, you ain't say shit to. I mean, you just there chilling, Like I said, it's going to happen. As long as somebody don't put their hands on you, get in your face, whatever. Because one of the things, and let me get back into how women be thinking. Sometimes their imaginations kick in. It'd be the slightest thing, and it's like my buddy said, he hold the door open for a woman and stuff, and they getting weak in the knees, think he trying to hit on them, and he just being polite. They gonna do that. If that's them, hey, you know what? Give them their moment in the sun. Because after they finish bragging to their girlfriends or whoever and feeling like they did something, they sitting back want to see you again and stuff. And then the second time, because of the situation, you might not even acknowledge them. Let it happen. Like I said, that's the general thing you got to be. As long as they ain't somebody you ain't getting into some major issue with it. And I'm going to tell you what, if you on jobs or something, especially if you on jobs, like, you get a lot of guys talking about hitting on somebody on a job or whatever, despite this whole Me Too thing. This is what I would tell you. Really stay to yourself then. Really stay to yourself. And it might even get to the point of, you get the women coming at you, start documenting stuff. I've seen a couple of occasions where the guy wasn't doing anything, and then the woman will try to say, well, he said this or he did that. You get some blatant lies or something. Nah, if you're on a job situation like that where there's money involved, just be polite enough to get work done, but just chill. That's how deep it is. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for this episode. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.